Hi, Taurus. This is Jess with your December 2016 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Taurus, I'm seeing definitely that this is going to be an end of year that puts you back into a place of peace, puts you back into a place of calm. Um, Almost as if there's going to be this understanding of whatever you can't change, you'll learn to, or you'll accept to let go of anything that you cannot change, and you will move forward in changing the things that you can, and you'll accept that you can't change everything. Okay, about a person, about a circumstance, or even about yourself. I feel like in the past, for some Tauruses, you were going and you were taking on more of a fire energy. So there was a lot of physical getting up and going, wanting to kind of accomplish things moving forward. Um, your schedule could have been totally booked. You were here, there, or you were just in hot pursuit of things. I feel because of that, and that's totally out of your element, you could have been bombarded. And because you are Venus, your mindset of wanting something usually attracts it to you. So then you couple that with making a movement towards something, and it's even doubly so, I feel. And so I feel like with this energy that you guys were carrying, there could have been a lot that was coming to you, so much so that you guys were feeling a bit overwhelmed. Okay, I feel the excitement of wanting to move forward, to want to incorporate some type of newness in your life, and it has come forward. But I feel like, again, so much has come in that you guys weren't necessarily sure what was right and what was not so good. I feel like now you guys are at a point of scaling all the way back, okay? That you're now going to take things step by step, like you know yourself to be. Like the best part about you is to kind of take things one step at a time. There could have been someone also in your life that is of a fire sign, so Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or this person is taking on that same energy I've just described. And this person, in your viewpoint, could have seemed confused, as if they are kind of all over the place. I feel like you're going to kind of see that this person is going to start to slow down, and things are going to start to mend for this person. If at one point they seemed confused, or they just were acting in a confusing sort of way, I feel like there will be improvement in their behavior, in their actions, and how they're being viewed to you and perhaps others. Now, but I'm picking up more strongly that this was the energy of Tauruses, and now you guys are definitely going back to who you know yourself to be, who you truly are. Now, I do see that at one point there was a lot of burden, and I'm getting that for a couple of signs where there's just a heavy responsibilities, a lot of pressure. I'm feeling like for you guys, it was more not necessarily the mundane of physically having to get up and work a job. And of course, for some of you, it does relate to that. But others of you, I feel like it's just the rumblings of emotions that was at one point facilitating itself by action. So moving forward and then taking on a lot of responsibility. Some of you could be taking on other people's responsibility. Some of you could just have, again, taken on a lot of responsibility of your own. Okay. But I feel like out of this, you've come up with a really great idea to be more practical in your everyday movements. So if you're taking on someone else's responsibility, if you're at the workplace and work has gotten really crazy, I feel like some of you have decided to say, you know what, I'm going to balance this out by, after getting off from work, this is an example, going to a yoga class, or picking up pottery, or I'm going to tap back into gardening, that sort of thing. So out of something that I feel made you feel a bit confused, fogged, chaotic in some way, bogged down, you are now finding a better way, more practical way for you to move forward, okay, in your life. Some of you, I feel, have decided to kind of remove yourself from all of the heavy responsibility, or even if it's not you deciding, I feel for some of you, the weight will be lifted off of you. Someone may even present to you an opportunity that again will release that responsibility and that heavy weight on you. So it could be physical monies coming in. Some of you could have just started a new job or will be starting a new job. Okay, one that will lighten your load or will give you the extra funds in order for you to, again, as an example, get a babysitter. Maybe put the children in a course or a program that again will allow you to then have a little more time, or again it just gives you a bit more peace and calm. Now I do see that some of you perhaps are walking away from a situation, moving away. Someone could be moving away from you. So someone could be leaving the home dynamic. Some of you could just be up and moving. So you and your family are moving. Some of you are moving away from your family or leaving a family dynamic and deciding to go at it on your own. Now, this is something that you guys have been dealing with for quite some time. This isn't something that has been decided upon right here today. So I'm speaking to a lot of Tauruses that this relates to that has already come to the conclusion that they're going to leave the family dynamic, okay? Because they know that there's just better opportunities out there for them on their own. There is this wanting to kind of conquer the world on your own, if you will, that sort of thing. You also may hear from someone else that they're going to leave a family dynamic, okay? And I'm sensing that with this decision, whomever, particularly for Tauruses that has made this decision, it wasn't an easy feat. I feel like you guys are definitely sifting through the process of leaving something behind, leaving someone behind, leaving a circumstance behind. And I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. It really is affecting your your subconscious, more so than your conscious mind. And I feel like it's kind of a protection that you guys are very busy right now. You have a lot going on. There may be a new hobby, a new interest, a new job, something new that has come up to spark your everyday attention, but subconsciously, okay, perhaps at night, okay, when you have moments alone, there is these feelings of where do I go from here? You know, having to contend, a lot of my Tauruses having to contend with the end of something. Something is about to come to an end. Something is about to culminate. I don't feel it's here right now for most of you that can relate to this, but it's coming. Okay. And since you guys sense that that is on its way, there is this underlying feeling of, some of you may feel like you're betrayed by it. Now, if someone says, okay, let's just say it's not so severe like a love relationship, a marriage, but it can be something as simple as you have a roommate and your roommate is like, hey, I'm going to leave in like 10 days or 10 weeks from now, I'm leaving, that sort of thing. First quarter of 2017, I'm actually going to move. And at first it feels like like you're feeling a bit devastated and betrayed. Like, okay, this is new. I didn't know that this will be happening right now. And then there's that next stage of panic, almost like, now what do I do? Because now I was comfortable with this person. Now how do I pick up the pieces? Okay. And of course you can apply this to divorce. You can apply this to any circumstance that it relates to you. Okay. And then there's this inner conflict. Okay. There may be actual conflict, okay, that is stirring up because you're not necessarily speaking your feelings. So there may, at some point when you and this person, again, I'm using roommate, you can insert whomever or whatever circumstance that relates to this. There may be an actual fallout, but it, again, excuse me, it's nothing that cannot be worked out, okay? Because I do see circumstances and situations that has been unspoken, not dealt with, will be dealt with in the month of December for a lot of you. It may be confrontational, but I do not sense anything that you cannot come back from. I feel like it may just be two people with two different ideals, two different opinions. But again, it's nothing severe, right? The good thing about this thing coming to a head, if you will, that it will lend itself to you guys getting to a better place, you being able to come to terms with the ending of a circumstance, even if it is by your decision that you're deciding to end something. Okay, it is because you are moving forward and you need to kind of go through this process of letting go. Okay, and it really is starting with your mental state, and then it's going to kind of move into other people and having to contend with other people. So if you're deciding to move up, someone else may not be happy that you're moving on, and there may need to be that final discussion about it, or at the very least a discussion that will not be so pleasant, but it will again clear the debris so that you're okay, or the other person is a little bit more accepting of the inevitable. Okay, now I see that for some of you, as it relates to work, I want to say that if you have your own business, okay, there could have been some confusion about getting a project off of the ground, or getting your business off of the ground. There could have been a slowdown, if you will, okay. But things will work itself out. Since we have Mercury in retrograde this month, it is a good time to, I feel, go back and get things to a place that will help you feel more peaceful, help you feel more at ease. So at one point, if you had a business or at the workplace, things could have been going so fast and coming in so rapidly, and things around you happening so fast that you couldn't see the light of day. It was just like, I'm just trying to kind of get my bearings. But this month, because I feel like it's definitely going to be a slow down month for you guys, it gives you an opportunity to streamline your paperwork, your office, your desk, your projects, your accounts, your clients, anything that you're working on. It really does give you an opportunity to kind of gain control, regain control over something that at one point could have seemed a bit out of control. Now, some of you may experience a loss of a client. Okay, for whatever one reason to the next, there could be a loss of a client. Okay, and because of that, some of you may lose up to 3 clients or 3 accounts. Okay, and now there's going to be a needing to pull back. Okay, I feel taking stock of your finances, that sort of thing. If you have a roommate, some of you definitely are dealing with the loss of this roommate, the roommate moving on. And I feel like because of it, some of you are going to really be deciding to save your money in preparation of this move. If you're deciding to leave, again, there's still money's being saved, or money is definitely on your mind, because that could be the thing that's holding you back from moving on, as well as what I'm saying here. Now, what is to be expected is that there will be an opportunity for you guys to grow out of this. Again, it's going to take time, but you will get on the other side of it, and you're going to be fine. You do have protection. So for those of you that are feeling like, even if right now, because I do see for some of you, there will be either you being let go, or you hearing in your company that there's going to be perhaps a massive layoff coming up, and you're not sure if you're going to be one of the ones that's let go, a contract that's coming to an end, that sort of thing. Know that you're protected. Okay, even if it looks a bit dim at this point, know that you are protected. Okay, I do see an offer coming in for you guys, although I feel like it may not be 100% what you wanted. Okay, I do see an offer coming in, but again, you may not be 100% satisfied with it. Okay. And eventually you might find yourself moving on from that particular offer. Okay. Or some of you may say thanks, but no thanks. Now, I'd say be careful. This is a month to definitely be careful. Be extremely discerning with the information that's coming to you. If you are a manager, a supervisor, or you run your own business and you have people under you. I definitely would say if you have to kind of sift through information, question someone, I wouldn't take someone's word on face value. I would definitely be very mindful of someone that you may feel has it out for you, because I'm definitely sensing that there is someone in particular that has it out for you. They may not necessarily be out and out confrontational. Now, for some of you, this person will be just out and out confrontational. Okay. So be mindful of that. If you have someone at the workplace, that you just don't feel like you can trust them, for one, you're protected. But for two, still be very careful, be discerning, because I'm getting the energy of a save yourself. Like the people external to you, they have this save themselves type of mentality. Everyone's kind of out. It's all every man for himself, that type of energy. So if you know that you already have a problematic situation with someone in particular, and this can cross the board from work to family to love, relationships, be very careful. Okay. I feel like someone is mentally not in the best place, and they could be gunning for you. They could be literally gunning for you. Okay. There could be some things happening below the surface that you're unaware of, discussions that are happening away from you that again can affect you. Because I know I said to you guys in your last reading, or a couple of readings back, that a lot of other people's situations are affecting you guys, both positive and negative. Okay, so just be mindful of that. If you're getting any type of counsel or advice, I would double check it. Okay, I would double check the advice. If you have an attorney that you're speaking with, I definitely would make sure you cross your T's, and dot your I's. I would not take a person's word face value, but I'm getting more of this is just a personal person. I'm not necessarily getting that this is like a professional. I'm getting more like this is a person that kind of has it out for you. So if you guys are sensing that with someone in your life, again, be very careful. This person is feeling quite done wrong by you. And you may not be aware of it because they haven't said anything about it. I'm sensing more of them being quiet and making plans behind your back, possibly. But again, I do see that you're protected. Now, as far as the love relationship is concerned, I feel like some of you are definitely moving forward on your own. Okay, again, moving away from a family dynamic. Someone could be moving away from a family dynamic from you. And I feel like you guys have been totally confused about the situation. Some of you didn't get 100% confirmation of, whatever you were questioning. And at this point, you don't even need it. You're just like, you know what? I just need to move on. I really do. And I feel like, excuse me, you guys are definitely taking back your own power in pursuit of your own happiness. Okay. Some of you can be very much in control of the family dynamic. So you have to be the go-to person for the family. And now you're realizing I really have to kind of like be a bit selfish, because you may be sensing that everyone has this me attitude. So now you have to take on a me attitude as well. Okay. But you guys are going to do it in a way that has a lot more integrity. Now, with this breakup, this moving on from someone, I do see that you're going through the different emotional levels that you would go through a breakup, having to disconnect from a person or people. Excuse me. And I do see that there's some conflict with it. There's been some internal conflict, okay? And I feel like there is, again, needing to save money, needing to strategize, needing to plan. So I feel like you go from feeling the emotional loss of a situation, feeling very mentally challenged by everything is going to be okay. Like you may be trying to convince yourself that everything is going to be okay. But until you see the concrete evidence, which would be new job, more income, the physical move, things that you are tangible that you can bank on, then there may still be this feeling that, you're not 100% sure. And that can create some internal conflict for yourself. Now, I do see some of my Tauruses are in a very tumultuous relationship with someone that now has become your enemy. Okay. So again, be very careful with that. Even if someone, because I feel like the person is almost like they may be showing you two sides to themselves. They may be trying to appeal to you and make an offer to you and tell you that, I don't want this to break up. I really do have feelings for you. But at the end of the day, I feel like to stay isn't going to make you happy. And even if it is a giving of another chance, I feel like you guys at this point are just two different people. You are ascending to a higher spiritual level, or at least you have an opportunity to do that. And this person, I feel, is very jaded, resentful, and just downright mad at you. So even if they are portraying themselves to emotionally want to extend themselves to say, let's try it again, that sort of thing, they do have a lot of resentment. Okay. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. But I feel like overall, moving forward, although you're sifting through these energies this month in December, it does look good for you going into January, that things will be okay. You are protected, because I do feel like you guys are handling things in the highest morale as much as possible, with the highest level of integrity. And therefore, there's a level of protection. You will heal from the situation, and there will be abundance that will come to you, albeit at this point, it doesn't seem a bit evident, but things really do look good for you guys for the coming year. So that's what I have for you guys for December 2016. If you would like to share your experiences and to share if this has any validity in your life, please share with us in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.